I just want to thank everybody for raising their hand and participating in Global Entrepreneurship Week.
Oh, that's different. That's different. But and we're back now. Okay, so we're back. That's like a solid tourism project too for Washington, right? And so is that why they got into that project? I mean, is that the whole tourism piece? So this has to be stretched out because they want to show the salmon, they want to show the winter, they want to show all of the different pockets. That's interesting.
That's exactly how they did it. And the Tourist Bureau was the ones that kind of got behind the project, just wanting to get away from traditional marketing strategies of, mail circulation flyers and so they kind of said, you know what, totally. Look, let's try it this way, because there is a marketing budget, and they decided to put it into the television show because essentially it becomes an infomercial for that area.
Exactly,
because every episode highlights a place to stay, an adventure to do, a restaurant to go to, and some sort of cultural history that you can get with it as well.
That is awesome. That is dope. Cyril, can we get your help behind the camera? Okay, perfect.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, it looks like the resolution got better. Awesome. So sorry for today's gonna be to like a progress over perfection, work in progress. We are so freaking close. Yesterday we tried to do this, the audio wasn't working. So I know we're getting there. Just gotta keep it moving. We were right before we got cut off. You should really see this the footage from when we did cut off, because it really looked like you were just about to start dropping some gems.
Got you.
And I want to get back into that. I really want to get back into that piece. There was just this clip exactly where we got cut off. Pull it up here so you can see it, because it is just right there. You were just really about to drop some gems. So we got to go back to that moment.
Go back to that moment. Can we? What was I saying? Refresh my memory.
Let's see what you were saying here. Oh yeah. Okay, we got to go back.
All into fruition in hopes that I crossed the finish line. Now I do want to insert this. The funny thing about it too, and because I know we're trying to inspire others that's watching, I'll be leading that I actually ended up. Okay, I think I.
Okay.
I think I know where I'm at. I think I know where I'm at now. I know where I'm at. So pick back up from where we were before and I was speaking to the idea of people watching the show being inspired, because we're dealing with a bunch of people who want their own businesses and have dreams. And what I was saying was that I had this whole idea of what I would be able to do once I got the money.
Right.
That, hey, once I get this type of money, I'll be able to do this, and I'll be able to do that, and then I'll be able to do this, and then I'll be able to do that. And I realized that staying focused on my passion and just going after it with everything in me, that I was able to actually do a lot of the things that was on my list before I even actually ran into the money. So by the time you actually do get the money, a lot of your desires are changed, because it's like, oh, when I get rich, I'll get a new car. Well, what happens if you get a new car before you get rich? Or I want to go to Hawaii. I've never been before. And then you end up going to Hawaii before the business pops. And then it's like, well, wait a minute. Everything that I thought that I was going to try to do, I'm already doing. So it just gives you a whole nother set of things to go after. And so that's the thing that I just want to just definitely stress to that you're watching. Please don't beat yourself up because you can't do all the things that you think that you can do. And you don't have to put these things on the back burner, because the universe has a funny way of bringing things into fruition. And I'm hoping, and I'm here to tell you that now that I kind of got to where I really want to get, I kind of did everything I said I want to do.
Yeah, I love that. That reminds me a lot of two other people who put in a lot of work, and they both just released some content this past couple of weeks, and it was Eddie Smith and Kevin Hart.
Okay.
So Eddie Smith's got this thing on Netflix. You can check it out later, but I'll put a zone into what Kevin Hart was talking about, because it seemed like for Eddie, he had the raw talent, the right moments, became ultra successful when he was 19 years old. Kevin Hart wasn't like that. Kevin said he was working on his craft for about 13 years. So about, also from like 19 now to 32 before he had that moment on Netflix that really helped him pop off. And so what he said was, if you just focus on the passion, he pretty much said what you just said, focus on the passion, everything else is going to unlock itself from there, because he wanted to get on TV. The comedy got him on TV. And I know the cooking for you, the executive cooking for you, has really put you in a lot of amazing rooms, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, in Hawaii, on TV, meeting all of the really cool people you want to meet, and soon, hopefully, with the success of your restaurant, that financial goal. So that is great, and I think the lesson there is to not give up, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't know when you're going to have put in enough work, sweat, equity, blood, all that you achieve that goal. So were there ever moments where you wanted to give up on that dream? And if there were, how'd you get out of that?
No, to be honest with you, there's been times that I've been discouraged, right? Because things were just taking a little bit longer. But another quote, like you said, is delayed doesn't mean denial, right? But I'm in a position where I can't give up on it because I don't have anything else to do, right? Like, so it's not, so many people today got plan A to Z, right? Like, oh, I'm into all these different things, which, in the business sense, they call that the shotgun approach, where you really don't have a real thing. You throw in 5 bullets at a wall and you're hoping that it sticks, versus just having the laser focus. I got 1 bullet in this gun. This is the only shot that I got. I cannot waste my shot. This is it. And so the times that it seemed that it wasn't working as fast, or it wasn't as lucrative as I had liked, again, tying back in the balance of the struggle of 25, of holding on to this, because my family also needs this to work too. What I'm saying? So it's like, I can't say, okay, chef, you didn't come up with the money for the restaurant. Cool. Now let's go, be in the NBA tomorrow? Let's try to go and program computers or something. Like, I have nothing but the food thing, right? And so to keep going in those moments is just the realization of, okay, things do take longer than you expect, but I could always look back and determine how much I've come from the actual moment of, because this is a 20-year plan unfolding of, you know what, I want to get a restaurant, boom. And then now you're cooking for celebrities. You've been on a couple television shows. You got a food truck. You're catering events with different people. And then you still don't have the money for the restaurant, so to speak. So yeah, you could cry tears at that moment, or you can look back and say, hey, stop.
Yeah.
You were washing dishes at Taco Bell.
Right.
You were cutting pickles at a deli 15 years ago, right? Like, so that reflection of, okay, what have I done since the moment I said I want to do this? Where am I now? Okay. And then that gives me the energy to say, okay, let's kind of keep going forward, as opposed to the wishful thinking of, hey, I want to open up a restaurant, and then I have no tangible items or no actionable items to even make me feel like I'm on the right path. So
yeah,
that's the biggest thing, I think, that any entrepreneur watching will have those moments where you may feel like, look, this may or may not be working. And I'll just ask you to just go back to the day of the idea and then look at where you're currently at now. And if you actually have a couple of milestone moments from that point, then continue to go on. But don't, hey, I want to be a football player, and then you ain't been on the field catching passes in 3 months. Then chances is that's not really what you really want to do, and that will keep you discouraged. But I think if you're just doing a little bit towards what you're trying to do, you'll start to see the fruit of it, and that should be enough to kind of keep you going.
I love that, Chef. And I want to get into the goals for 2026, because those are some really great lessons for 2025. But before we do, tell me about what's over here on your jacket, because I don't see all the chefs. We've got that. Dude, that's really cool. Yeah, talk about that. And then this flashlight looking thing.
No, this is a thermometer, which is a standard thing in there. You never want to probably deal with somebody in the restaurant industry who doesn't have one of these. This is my digital thermometer. It helps me keep temperature. The health department will come in at any moment, ask me what's the temperature or something. And even though I'm pretty good, I can't look at something and say that's 136 degrees.
Right.
I have to show you that it's 136 degrees. And then pretty standard to have a Sharpie. We're always working off list. So make sure that we sign off things. We got to keep things labeled in the kitchen a lot of times. Ink pens can rub off. You don't want the health department to come in, start looking at labels and it's an ink pen and somebody grabbed it with spaghetti sauce and now you can't really see what's in it or when it was dated. And then since we're working with so many checklists, then obviously we have a highlighter so that I can go down my checklist and scratch off things that I've asked staff to kind of do.
Great,
so this is the chef's kit.
Nice.
You should always have that. Right?
Yeah, thanks.
I feel like a doctor when I got this.
Yeah, you're really rocking the chef jacket. So 2026 is around the corner. What's new for Chef Stew?
New for Chef Stew in 2026 would be to continue to enjoy my life. The serenity thing is, grant you the wisdom to change the things, accept the things that you can change, and the wisdom to, try to change the things that you can. And like, I'm just at a different mental space in life now, right? Like, again, understand that I was able to accomplish a lot of things without the big money. Like, I've kind of taken that whole money focused thing out and started to and just enjoy life. And so being on that show in Colombia has been another testimony of how I've been able to accomplish things, even down to, hey, when I get some money, I'm gonna go salmon fishing. Hey, when I get some money, I'm gonna go stay at a log cabin. Hey, when I get some money, I'm gonna go ride a boat. So I'm doing all that now, right? So without that. So this 2026 is for me, is to just basically remain focused on family, the quality time, and just basically, staying driven with what I'm trying to do.
I love that. Yeah, I think something my sister told me was the measurement, like you can measure your success in money, or you can measure your success in those moments of pursuing your passion.
Yeah.
And so while you might not be a millionaire in liquid or anything like that just yet, you're definitely a cultural millionaire in all of the points you've been able to score, through the work that you've done as a chef, and then those opportunities. So that's amazing, Chef. Keep on going. I can't wait to be able to sit in your restaurant and play this tape back.
Yeah, I know it's coming. So Las Vegas, definitely be on the lookout for Chef Stew Sticks. We have a signature gourmet, we call it gourmet meals on 4 wheels.
Nice. Anything you want to add to that? I mean, tell us, for anybody who doesn't know, maybe I can edit a photo of the food over this, but tell us about your favorite dishes that you want to encourage Vegas folks to come check out.
I got several, but I'm gonna say the crab cake, guys. Listen, I know that the crab cake is on the menu, and everywhere that you go to a restaurant, they always gonna say the Maryland style crab cake. But I assure you, that is not a Maryland style crab cake unless you're actually in Baltimore. So luckily for you guys, that's my hometown. So I'm going to show you what an authentic crab cake tastes like, so that you have an idea of what we love in Maryland. Another hot thing that we have over at Stew Sticks is the lamb lollipop with the cauliflower couscous. Couscous is so so culturally driven, like certain people like, what is couscous? So like that's the idea, to kind of educate you guys. So that's another grain option that you guys can eat that's very healthy. We have like a Moroccan spice that we do with that.
That's what's up.
And then I gotta throw in the pulled pork slider with the citrus slaw. Like honestly, one of the top sellers at Stew Sticks, along with the garlic butter fried rice with the flank steak.
Great.
So we got a couple of options. Definitely check out the website. The food truck's on the move. At some point, you guys can definitely see. But thanks to this guy, I'm one step closer to getting the keys to a restaurant. And when I do, I hope that the city comes and supports Chef Stew and what I do, because I do try to give back to the community. It will be a job placement opportunity. And then also just a chance to like rub shoulders with a chef who's been on television. And so we're doing a little mentorship to give you the ropes of how to run a food truck, give you the idea of what it takes to get on television and do things like that. So it's not just about the food, it's about feeding the community as well.
Absolutely. And you said something earlier, which was you don't need to wait a moment for a certain money amount anymore to be doing the things that you feel called to do.
Right.
And part of that is feeding the community. And so you're doing that even this holiday season. I mean, and that's great. That's amazing, Chef. Thank you so much for coming on and talking to us.
Come on, man.
Happy birthday to your daughter.
Thank you. Shouts out to Khaleesi. We already know we got Zoe in the building. We got Greg in the building. Little Rock, I ain't forget you.
Amazing. All right.
Till next time.
Yep. Very soon.
Las Vegas, holla at your boy Stew Sticks. And if you can, go to FYI Network and watch the Columbia Coast and watch your boy make y'all laugh and show y'all some places y'all can go when y'all get some